Hi Chloe, can you just tell me why you've come here today to support the crowd?
Because the programme called Zeitgeist is a development of the country, and I think it not only will it help the people around us, but the whole world from poverty and God knows what else. So,
when you watched the movie, which bit was it that affected you the most?
the fact that we could be living in such a resource-based environment without the need for money and politics and people to work, we could have freedom instead of working every day and making our lives hard and stressful.
Are you referring to the Venus project on the Zeitgeist
definitely.
addendum?
Yeah.
If you wanted to try and make things better, how would you personally go about it?
Personally get rid of the way that the world is owned and the way politicians have the basis of the world. We need free rights for everyone, and everybody should have the same point of view and the same goals. We should all be working together, not against each other in Parliament, and basically just trying to make the world more happy, not more money for more money enriched.
Would you ever go into politics yourself?
Not for this country, not for any country. There's no point. The only point there is money, and I have no interest in money. I'd happily live life without it if I could. So the only reason I'd ever go into politics would be to go against politics, because it's the only way into the system.
So if you don't enter politics, how can you change the system?
Like we're doing today, protesting and peaceful is the way forward, I think. Just letting people have the awareness to know about the movie, what we're trying to do, and what the outcomes could be, I think, is more. If places like the BBC and ITV show this film, then people would understand what we're trying to get at, and more of us would help, but till more people see it, we have no choice to protest peacefully.
How would you spread the word a bit more about Zeitgeist if you have the chance?
There's if it was me, I'd go to rural places like villages and let them know, because a lot of Zeitgeist is based in big cities like London and stuff. So villages should really know, because it still affects people across the world, and there's people getting left out who won't have a clue, and while other people will know so much.
So that's wonderful, Chloe. Thank you so much for your time. Hi Jay, now you've come today to support the crowd.
Yes, I am.
How do you feel about Zeitgeist? What was the main thing that stuck out for you?
I don't know, just every point that it sort of pushes forward. I think the thing that really held me and got me was the religion part. The bit that was the bit that really grasped me, and then after that, it just sort of the way it unfolded. I couldn't take my eyes off it, and I can't sit ever since I've seen it. Everyone that I talk to, I can't not tell them about, because I think it's everyone's right to know what's going on in the world, you know.
I think Zeitgeist actually hit a nerve with people, didn't it? Especially, what do you think about 911?
The 9/11 thing, I don't know, it's like all the other points in Zeitgeist. I think the religion thing pushes people away because they have this sort of firm belief. Like the 9/11 thing, people are so sure, no, that couldn't happen, the government couldn't do that, that's impossible, they wouldn't do that, and it sort of makes people, I think it can make people turn away as well, because it can shock them so much. But I think the 9/11 is a good thing, because it's a thing that, it's a part of it that I think people can relate to, you know, very much like the monetary system bit at the end, because of our economic crisis at the moment. You know, I think that's another good part. People can see the sort of economic system and how it's made, and how it can affect everything in our lives, and you know, can almost bring on a recession just by word of mouth. You know, it only has to be said, oh, you know, you've got to watch your money, you shouldn't spend, or you shouldn't do, because this is going to happen. All it takes is a few seeds to be planted from who knows who, you know, and it starts.
And Zeitgeist is such a poignant movie, and it's been watched by so many people around the world. Why do you think it hasn't been shown on major TV like the BBC?
Because BBC's a corporation, and the corporation doesn't want you to know what's happening. You know, it's as simple as that. Why would they want it going? It's like it's showing their hand. You know, they don't want us to know the truth. They want to keep it away from us. So all this BBC, they're just going to try and squash it down.
Who do you think are the main players behind the scenes who are keeping the truth from we the people?
That's a very hard one. It's definitely the people at the top, people in the top of the big corporations, banking, the banking class, investment class. You know, the people that are at the top of the tree that don't want anyone to come up and enjoy the world and sort of enjoy everything around. They want to keep us all oppressed and not know what it is. Oh.
If you wanted to spread the truth, Jay, about more awareness, how would you personally do it?
I think the only way you can really do it is by living it yourself, not pushing it in anyone's face. Just talking about it normally. If people aren't ready to accept it, then back off, because they're not going to hear it no matter which way. But I think if you live it, people will see you know, like today. Just like Seb and the boys putting their hands in their pockets, you know, out of their hard-earned money to make people aware, you know, and that's it. Live it. Explain it to people. Don't push it in people's face, and just try to show people what's happening without enforcing it on them.
Thank you very much.
No problem. Nice to meet you.
Thank you. Hi, Bibi. Could you just tell me why you've come today to support the crowd?
Why I've come today? Well, it's about creating a awareness for the public, and to allow people to see some different views about what's happening in our society.
Okay. And which part of Zeitgeist really struck out for you?
Which part got the solution? Absolutely. If you watch it until the end, for me it was very much, you know, doom and gloom. But the end provides a real solution, and that solution is absolutely fantastic. I don't know whether it's possible in my lifetime, or maybe it will be my children and their children. But it's what's happening today is about creating awareness so that can happen at some stage in the future, so that we can move away from chiseling off each other.
Thank you very
No
much.
worries.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Hi, Alex. Can you just tell me why you've come today?
Well, about 2 months ago, I watched at Zeitgeist, and like 4 days later, Zeitgeist had been done. And I came here today to let people know that it's not like shoot, they must watch this movie to be aware what is really going on. I mean, today we have 2 million people unemployed here in the UK, and people just accepted that, saying that's the way it is, and actually it's not. They should be informed, and Zeitgeist, both movies, gonna explain very well what's going on, and more than that, they're gonna bring real solutions, factual solutions, and that's what people needs now, and that's why I'm here today, to tell them that there is an answer, and they just must watch it, and that's it.